and you are not a Korean man. No matter how much surgery you do, no matter how much of the aesthetic you adopt.
Nobody can take away what a minority group has been through, but I think when we do combine cultures, and millions of people now do almost adopt a lot of the Korean cultural aspects.
Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trousers. Man, check this out, man. It's your first time on He Rants. I want to let you know, I'm just a random guy. I like to talk about random stuff that interests me, and I just feel like I want to inform you guys about it. If that sounds sexy or attractive to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as with the post notification. That way, you'll be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure, and those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms. Because we are so humble. Link in the description box below. Join the Discord, Twitter, all that fun stuff. But let's not waste some more time. We got another reaction. You seen the thumbnail. You seen the title. Now let's get into this. This video was brought to you by Ibrahim Junaid. You get paid with some raid. I'm sorry. Thank you, Ibrahim son. I appreciate you for sending me the video, man. Let's not waste some more time. Let's get into this.
What you are essentially saying is that you can change your race, and you can't change your race.
I'm Korean, you know, people need to accept that.
Tell me how you racially identify.
I identify as Korean. I used to live in Korea. I was living there for 1 year. I love the culture, I love the history, the people. You know, I've put myself through a lot of pain. I've had a lot of surgery.
Hey, first of all, is this a man? This has to be a man, first off the rip, son. There's no way that's a woman. So is this a transgender, transracial individual, son? The double trans? This is a double trans, a double trans whammy, son? Is that what we have right here? So I'm trying to understand that clearly, right? And I want to let you guys know this right now. If he can identify as Korean, by George, I'm a damn Eskimo, son. I feel like there's not enough Eskimos out there, and I feel like they're not getting appreciated enough. So I gotta be an Eskimo, son. Hey, listen, the reason why I'm okay with this, right? No, I'm not okay with this. But the reason why I'm talking about this, right? I mean, it's clearly because Ibrahim sent me the video. That's why. But it's the slippery slope is what I'm trying to say, right? Because if you guys have been following my channel for quite some time, you guys know how I feel about the transgenders, right? Hey, listen. I'm a bigot for a reason, right? I'm transphobic, homophobic, all the phobias. I'm all that bundled into a attractive chocolate young man with dreadlocks that he needs to get done ASAP. It's been God knows how long, but this dreadlocks. Listen, the reason I'm not getting my hair done right away is because, you know, I don't want to show up a lot of people. Like once the dreadlocks is done, my ego goes through the roof, and my penis just be going to random girls for JJs left and right. It's too much to handle sometimes. Right. But yeah, like I said, it's a slippery slope, man. Once we said that you could transform your gender, you know, I see some people saying they're different ages and stuff like that, right? That's a pedo's dream, right? A pedo can come on and join like, oh yeah, well, this little girl is trans age. To you, she, you know, her documents say that she's 14, but you know, legally she identifies as a 25-year-old. Oh, you think it's already happening? I mean, it's already happening. So I mean, hey, but let's get back into the video, right? Just so you guys can see the hard bigotry that I have. Let's get back.
Of pain. I've had a lot of surgical procedures to have more of a Korean aesthetic. I spent a lot of time learning the language, learning how to cook Korean foods. I came out earlier this year sharing that with the world. People didn't really get it. Not everybody will understand straight away, but I hope over time people will be kind of more accepting with me.
Transracial does not exist, and I think it is very, very harmful for us to push the narrative that it is possible to switch races.
I was not happy the way I was. So I went to Korea and I had the most incredible experience of my life. It changed me, gave me happiness, and people have no right to take that happiness away from me.
I can't sit up here and say, oh, I'm suddenly a white woman. And if you as a white person say, oh, I can be black or I can be Korean, and I can't swap and benefit from the privilege that you benefit from, then it's clearly not an equal exchange. Because whiteness in this country has been set up in a way, how I interact in the police, how I interact with the medical system can result in me dying. Cultural appropriation essentially dictates people who are ethnic minority, whatever they do isn't really of value. You don't deserve to be associated with.
I'm sorry, I just gotta jump in there right there because this woman is going to deep victimhood. But here's the thing though, son. It's funny that she's starting to talk about cultural appropriation while having bleached blonde hair. You know, there's gonna be somebody in the idiot in the comments is gonna be like, what are you talking about? There's black people that have blonde hair, right? What about those people that live in the islands? What's the name of the people? There's some black people that have like the blonde hairs and stuff, right? He's like, look at them. They're black people. But shut the hell up, son. You're talking about a minority of black people that have blonde hair, son. It's not a lot. They live on an island. And it's not even the whole island. It's like a section of the island. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop with the BS, bro. You know, cultural appropriation. Blah, blah, blah. You're culturally appropriating by dyeing your hair blonde. Your hair is not blonde. What the hell are you doing that joint, son? And what about the other people that culturally appropriate by having, what do you call it? What's that joint? The long straight hair, son? Like a Caucasian person. That's cultural appropriation, son. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Because y'all be getting mad at the Kardashians for getting cornrows, which you guys rightfully should be, right? Because that stuff is just like, they look stupid. Is this something, man? All I'm saying is, man, if we're gonna complain about cultural appropriation, we gotta do it across the board, right? You guys understand how I feel on this, man? I just feel, man, anything that's bad in the world that's destructive, I love it, right? But I only love it if it's destructive, but for some reason it's entertaining to me. This is destructive, but this is actually very entertaining. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually very entertaining. Yeah, I should continue. Let's get back into the video though.
Deserve to be associated with something that you've created because a white person has either renamed it or used it for their profit. And you are not a Korean man. No matter how much surgery you do, no matter how much of the aesthetic you adopt.
Nobody can take away what a minority group has been through. But I think when we do combine cultures, and millions of people now do almost adopt a lot of the Korean cultural aspects, because through K-pop or K-drama they love it so much they then start adopting those, whether that's the hairstyle, whether that's the fashion style, whether they want to go and live in Korea. We all have the right to choose how we identify, to be who we want to be. I'm Korean, you know, people need to accept that.
I think your skin color has a lot to do with everything you're doing. I think we need to recognize that white supremacy is a global issue. What you are essentially saying is that you can change your race and you can't change your race. And I think if you don't recognize that power imbalance in what you're doing and how it's disrespectful to me, you're just kind of proving the point that you're doing this for money and attention.
No, I agree with that. Every person that was, born Asian, they do go through these struggles. I understand what you're saying in terms of white privilege. I've never had that experience, but I am not one of those people. I am completely different, so I don't like to be put in the same category as someone like that. I understand some people might get offended by what I do, but I'm not actually going out there doing bad things. I'm not doing anything to hurt people. I'm just living my truth. I'm doing what makes me happy.
Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? That's why I cheat. It makes me happy, right? Just do what I have to do. Sometimes I see a young lady and I'm like, hey, madam, you look good. I'd really like to penetrate you consensually, of course. Then she'd be like, wait a minute, aren't you married? And I'm just like, yeah, under God and the government. What does that have to do with me penetrating you with my schlong? And she was like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. And that's a continuous thing I do. And I'm living my truth. This is my truth. You know what I'm saying? It makes me very happy. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what my wife thinks. I'm going to do it regardless. She's not going to stop me either, right? What's she going to do? Divorce me? Yeah, it just gives me free reign to now I'm just going out there smashing hoes without even caring. I mean, I'm already doing that now, but now it's like, now the conscience ain't really there as much. You know when you have the shoulder angels, right? You got that good angel and the small angel. I'm not gonna lie, my the angel, the good angel, right? He's like this. Like he might as well be a grain of rice. But my devil angel, I have to hold him like this. Like it's just crazy. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I'm not gonna stop cheating though. It's just nothing feels better than new pussy. It's like turning. You know when you're laying on the bed and you turn your pillow to the cold part? kind of like that. It's kind of like that, man. But I'm gonna say this though, man. This whole situation doesn't make sense, man. Like I said, you open up the door for transgender, saying that it's normal, all that stuff. You got to open the door to this. It starts elevating. It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope, son. We're in a complete fall down. You know, it is what it is, man. I think it's stupid, but I'm a bigot though. So I mean, doesn't matter what I say. Let's get back into this.
Makes me happy.
So you identify as queer, right?
Non-binary.
Non-binary, okay, I'll recognize that.
Thank you.
So if you as a non-binary person are adopting the culture of a minority in a minority, because we know that the queer experience in Korea is, you know.
It's very difficult. That's why I was speaking up, and actually I helped a lot of people by doing that.
What you are doing is really giving white savior, like it really is, because you seem to think that you can adopt the oppressions of minorities. What do you think you can do as someone who is so far removed from that experience? These people are fearing for their lives
So
in
do you
the UK.
think it's better for no one to say anything and speak up for these people? I'm speaking up for these people. I'm trying to help these people.
You center those who are affected. You don't center yourself. And that's my problem with you.
Boy, it's better than doing nothing. What do you do? What do you do to help people around the world?
You can't ask
Do you
me
go
that.
to
You don't
protest?
get to, you don't get to ask me whether I go to protest or
But
what
then
I
you're
do.
criticising me for doing something which I'm actually helping a lot of people.
You
And I
think
do
you're
have-
helping people by
I do
posting
have
a
lot of
picture.
things to help
You
a lot of
don't
people.
get to question me, and I'm not even going to entertain
Well, you
that.
don't get to question me.
Yes, I do. Well, I just did, so what's up?
Well, why can't I question you?
Because I think it's, you're not questioning me because you want to understand what I go through or what I'm doing. You're questioning me because you want to try and find a hole in what I'm saying.
So I understand exactly.
I want to see them square up. He's non-binary, so I mean, technically, he's not a man, right? The way it goes, technically, he's not a man. You know what I'm saying? She said he's giving white saviors. So like, oh yeah, it was just one thing I've seen sometimes, right? There's some guys, some white people, they think they're helping, right? But what they're doing is like they have like the savior, this superhero complex, right? Not all white people, just a few white people here and there. You feel me? Liberals, a lot of liberals. You know what I'm saying? They definitely have that complex, the SJWs, that they feel like they're helping, right? Well, they're not really helping. They're not really doing much. I don't know what this guy's really doing for real. She said something about taking pictures. I'm like, I don't think that's really helping that much, but. I don't understand this. I don't know. Is she interviewing them or are they just having a friendly debate? Well, it's not friendly because it looked like she wants to, get off the fisticuffs. Right? If I was him, I would have been like, "Why you dye your hair blonde?" Oh, nice. Why is your hair blonde? We can play this game. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. I'm surprised he hasn't called her a bigot because he's non-binary, or she, or they, or whatever. We're living in a freaking crazy world, bro. Like it's just like what is this? What is this? What is this? You know what the problem is? There's not enough bullying. When I say this, people are like, "Oh, Felix, you're tripping." No, we need bullying. We need people to be set straight. Oh, I'm non-binary. You sure you're not? You sure you're non-binary? No. I'm a man. I'm a man. Yeah, you damn sure right. You are a man. You're a man. That's right. Talk about non-binary, son. What the hell are you talking about, son? All this stupid stuff, man. People are really 6 years old, bro, for the rest of their life, just living in this imagination world. Like, I can be whatever I believe that I am. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a freaking space astronaut. What I'm like, what? Transracial, transgender, like, bro, all this stuff is stupid, son. Like, it's gonna start going away soon, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna start going away soon. People gonna start dealing with it, just like this black lady. She's getting like, yo, I'm getting tired of this. Like, it's getting wonky because people are gonna keep pushing it further and further and further, and then people gonna get frustrated. Like I said, like this black girl, she's getting frustrated. She don't want to hear none of this, man. She's like, yo, this is stupid. Let's get back into this stuff.
So I understand exactly what you're saying. No one can take away someone's lived experience. But I do feel we're at a time in history where we can embrace other cultures. You know, it's great to be multicultural, it's great to be diverse, and of course people do appropriate cultures, but for me, I'm appreciating other cultures, and I feel that is a good thing, and I think that will help break down cultural barriers.
A lot of people say, oh, we're at a different stage in society now. We're really not. We're not far removed. We've had BLM and Asian hate all in the same year. If that can happen at this point, we haven't really.
First of all, I want to say something about the Asian hate thing, man. They said, oh, Asian hate crimes have went up by like 300%. Like, they were like, Pennsylvania, Asian hate crime has went up by 300%. I was like, damn, for real, they really out here murking Asians. I looked it up. Usually about 3 Asians die, right? But now, no, it was 2 Asians or something like that. And then I think in that year in 2020, I think it was like 6 Asians that died. That's the 300% they're saying. Well, so when you hear 300%, you're thinking like, oh, damn, they're really murking Asians. But when you hear it's like it went from 2 to 6 Asians, that's technically they're right. It's 300%, but come on, son. Like, really, is that what we're doing, son? I can tell that she doesn't look at stats and she doesn't really look at a lot of stuff, man. Like, come on, son. Even with the BLM joint, man. Did the leader of BLM like freaking like scam black people for their money, son? They made over like $90 million. I feel like more. And you use that money to buy. It is what it is, though, man. Everybody, you guys do what you guys want to do, man. It is life. You know, like I said, I'm just here to see the world burn. Here to see the world burn. Let's get back into this. It's almost done.
We haven't really made progress as a society enough for all of us to say that we can be transracial, or we can swap races, or we can adopt aspects of one's culture without causing them harm or without their permission. There's a way you can interact with a culture without disrespecting or disregarding their lived experiences. I engage with Korean culture, but I will always be a black woman, period. I don't think he understands my lived experience. To me, transracial is not a real thing.
I respect people that have a different opinion. They might not agree with me. Nothing has changed. I still identify as transracial and Korean. I will always identify this way.
I am proud of how I stood my ground. Whatever excuse Ollie came up with, I was able to dismantle it, and I think that's very important.
Were you really actually able to dismantle it, though, for real? You both stood your ground, man. Neither one of y'all budged, for real. So I'm trying to understand, like, what? But I agree with her. Transracial is not a real thing, unless it is a real thing. If you want to make it a real thing, but it's not. Let's be real. It's not a real thing. So it doesn't exist. It's all fake, phony, baloney stuff. Terrible things created just to have fun, right? Basically, that's what I'm thinking. At this point, man, that's what I'm thinking, man. Like I said, this is a slippery slope, man. It's only gonna get worse from here. I lied. It's not. It's gonna slowly. People already starting to get tired of this stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think Kendrick Lamar made a whole song about the LGBT community, son, and it was supposed to be like, oh, championing. You're like, oh, they're like him saying his support, basically, right? And then he started getting backlash over the joint, and it's just like, hey, listen. People are gonna get tired of it, man. I'm telling you, people are gonna get tired of it. Like I said, they already are, son. I don't know why would you even simp for the community, son? Why is it simp? If they're there, they're there. You don't have to simp for them, son. Like I don't understand that. Why are people out here simping? Stop simping, bro. Like if the person there, just let the person be there, son. You feel me? That's what it is, man. But that's all I gotta say on this, man. If you stay this long, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Make sure you join the. Make sure you subscribe, man. Same time, hit the post notification. I don't know why. My confidence just went away right there. Same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure. Clearly, you can see that, right? So damn insecure. And those likes let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms, because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. That's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.